This is yet another recording, and today I think that I might move the camera closer to, just closer. How about that? Ooh, okay. This is better. I like this. I like this. Now let me start a timer because I have limited time. Today, how about 20 minutes for the timer? I think it should be enough. Okay, now I want to turn on the light. That way, that way I can see the camera much better, and it maybe helps with what I want here to do. So I will start by going over things that I'm going over every time I start these recordings, and that is the things that I keep in mind to during these recordings. And so thing number one is to stay connected. I want to stay connected with myself, with my emotional parts, with my body, and with my thoughts. And also to stay connected with what's outside of me. So the camera and all the visual field around me. That is thing number one. Thing number two is that permission that I give myself to slow down, take pauses, take whatever time I need to explore what's in me. And thing number three. Thing number three is to get back to that connection that I have with myself, and slow down if needed. And thing number four is to experiment and play with it. There is no outcome here. There's no single outcome here. And I want to just play with, experiment with how is it to stay open to the process. That is thing number four. And now that I say this, I realize that my neighbor can hear me and maybe all these recordings, and it is a vulnerable, scary, shameful, and also a spicy thing to realize, because then I can explore and experience that kind of experience when I'm heard by other people that are not, I don't feel as safe. Okay, and now what I'm doing is I am slowing down and I'm doing all the things, all the nonverbal things that I mentioned before. I'm also curious, how is it to sit like this, and most likely the mic is, do I want to, do I not want to, I don't know. I can move the table closer, but I'm curious how different, and it is different, it feels different to sit like this, to have my hands over here, my arms, my hands over here, free, not use them to support my upper body. It is so weird to actually spend time to notice this, to notice my hands, to notice the sensations in my hands, sensations, just sensations in my hands, to notice how I just dissociated for a little bit, for like a split second, to not feel, to avoid feeling something, and then now I'm back in my body, and I'm experiencing a deeper connection with myself, to see the monitor, the display, that monitor that I have, my laptop, to see the camera, to hear my voice, to see the lights and the walls here. It is very weird to spend time to just look around, to allow myself and sit without any goal. I do have a goal. I'm recording all this. It is all useful and fun at the same time. But also there's no outcome that I'm forcing myself towards to get to. I want to, oh no, I have some wants for sure. I have some wants. I wanna I want to expand my presence during these recordings. I want to expand my presence. I want to be able to experience this. I want to deepen and broaden this experiencing thing. Oh, there it is. This is a trick. This is the thing that looks interesting, sounds interesting, which is, I want more of this experiencing, of saying, I'm not sure whether I want to more or any of like be teaching programming, so I'm not sure whether I want more of saying something like, and next we're going to create two variables, one for that'll hold some data from the database that we're going to fetch using the Spring repository, whatever, DPA or something, I don't remember. And the second one will serve us, and the second one will serve us as a flag to determine whether we want to show this data to the current user or to the next user that comes after it. Something like that. So I'm not sure whether I want to experience specifically being recorded, teaching some development stuff, but for sure I like this. I like experiencing this. I do. Maybe there are certain feelings, not maybe, there are certain feelings, there are certain feelings that that come up attached to teaching, to saying some things, to explain some things. That I do on my computer. I like, but what I also like right now is that space that I give myself to experience. I really like the space that I give myself to experience what I'm about to say, what I'm saying, to experience this, to experience my intentions that are actually present right now, to experience the thought process, to experience the sensations and feelings in my body that follow along thinking about what to say next. It might be an interesting experience. It might be a great self-exploration experience. Anyway, I do like it, and but this I like even more. And describing what is going on right now, what I'm experiencing right now, paying attention to it, giving it enough time. It's like over and over and over again. My videos are pretty repetitive. There's not much diversity to what I'm saying. It's pretty much the same or similar, but I enjoy it. What I can totally see and tell right now is that I enjoy recording this more than I enjoyed it some time ago, and that is I like this change. I like that. And so it is so weird to see all this, to see all these things around me, like the monitor, the laptop, the small figure of Jinbei from One Piece, my AirPods, and all the remaining items and things in this room, and experience that I'm here, experience that change in sensations when I move my hands, when I move my arms, my hands. Hand, arm, to experience this increased volume of sensations, of things that go through my perception. Currently, that is, I like this. And what is also interesting and weird to a certain point is that it is it is free, and I can do this almost anytime I want. I can sit like this and hit record and just start describing all this and have a different experience than I would than if I was describing it without a camera. So that is interesting, exploring all this. Yes, I'm curious. What's the difference? Like, what makes me pause and think whether I want to do the screen recording, the stuff, whether I want to teach programming, whether I want to create these courses. I didn't do that when I started learning programming. I didn't do that for the first, like, during the first year, I didn't do that in the first year of learning how to code, of playing with that. I didn't do that at all. And then now, 15 years later, I'm like, what do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? Then what is interesting is that if I don't want to do this, then how is it that I'm having this conversation? How is it that I have this option to do this? How is it? Is it because I saw that this might be a good income source and have certain ideas from my head about it? That might be it. That might be it. I do like talking. I do like explaining things. I do like all that. It is super interesting. I also do have a lot of shame, a lot of things that stop my ideas, that stop me, that prevent me from going further. That is also true. It is interesting. When I say it is interesting, what do I mean? It is what it is. I have all this knowing about myself. But what I do really like is that opportunity of I do really like that opportunity of feeling whatever I feel, experiencing this, and slowing down. I wonder, I really wonder, right, what would change if I played with this for a year, say. Not for one day, or not for 1 week, or not for 1 month, but for say 3 months, 6 months, 9, 12 months. How would it be different? My English level, of course, I would get more fluent in that, but I am curious what else would get, what else would change. That is interesting. Okay, now the time is up. Time is over for this recording because I need to go and do some yoga nidra stuff. So I will finish it for this recording for today, and I will see you sometime soon. I don't know when, I don't know how, but sometime soon.